Hello beautiful people and welcome back to the channel. So yes, this is the video in which we're gonna test this new fancy army hero. Of course, first of all we have to mention that we have a different hero tab and you see how it looks like pretty awesome right now. I presume due to the fact that we're also gonna get the hero gear sooner or later. So if I click here, now I can go all the way up and bring her to level 120. So there we go, here are the stats for her. Now let's put the level 5 on her and let's start testing. So right about now I'm gonna put the battle reports which I obtained yesterday versus Darth, and we're just gonna take one of them and I'm gonna go through the stats very quickly in order to see. Basically he has the same kind of setup as I have. So he has a level 7, a level 7 and a level 5. And I have a level 7, a level 7, and a level 5 in this case. So we go through the stats only to show you briefly that we're pretty much on par with each other. So here we go. These are the army stats. So on the other side of the screen, now you're going to see the other battle results which I obtained yesterday versus him with Polik versus Polik. So now let's go and see what results have I obtained today. And let's see a bit the hero performance. So in this case, it's kind of fair to actually compare directly her damage from the new army hero with Polik's damage from Darth from his side. So as you can see here, I had a total of 15 attacks, and this is kind of the best proc rate she got in this test which I had versus Darth. So she had like 8 procs from 15 potential hits, and of course you see that 30.7 T damage. It's with the magnetic wave, and you compare that with Polik and you see it's pretty much kind of the same, and this is kind of the best results. We are testing here a tank march versus the tank march, meaning the other two heroes' performance also do play a role. So here in this battle report you see a whopping 2-time proc from her hit from out of 9 possible hits, which is pretty low to be honest. If we compare the damage altogether from her versus Darth Polik with the level 5 also, you see that Polik kind of performed way better, and I will gonna explain this a bit more deeper in a second. So let's go carry on and watch the other battle reports, because we also have to keep an eye on her proc rate. Yeah, so in this battle report she had a whopping 1-time proc out of 8 hits, and she achieved a 7.46 T damage. And look at his Polik. So here she went pretty crazy, but that was a lot of magnetic wave, and we're gonna check this battle report in a second. I'm just gonna run it in the video. So she had only 2 procs from her hit. The rest, still 47.3 T damage, is actually this magnetic wave, which was pretty much a lot. And this is the last battle report in which you see she had like round about 30%, a bit less than 30% proc rate. And altogether with her magnetic wave, she achieved 18.8 T damage versus Polik, which achieved 29.8 T damage. Of course, if we go through all these battle reports, again, it's all about how the other two heroes also perform, but it still doesn't change the fact it's exactly how I assumed this will gonna be. It's all about keeping the maximum amount of pressure on the opponents. So now let's go into this battle report and let's let this battle report roll, because we have a 47.3 T damage and we wanna see that in action. So I'm just gonna speed it up a bit so the buffing sequence goes away. So generally speaking, it's exactly how I approximated. The problem is with the magnetic wave, it's only going to apply the damage once the whole turn is done. So that's a bit too late, while Polik applies the damage ASAP as presumably his unit got hit. Now, one thing we have to mention here, you see me having the heavy trooper still on slot number 2. That's kind of very necessary for Polik, but then I thought to myself, how should I position the heavy trooper when I use the new army hero? And I thought to myself, you know what, I'm using the shark formation, which is slots 1, 2, 3 are the strongest slots, and we're gonna do the most of the damage, so why not keep the yellow heavy trooper on slot number 2 in order to protect or keep the slots 1, 2, 3 as long as possible in a battle because they're all gonna do way more damage. So what you're seeing here, as of right now, I actually lost my encirclement units. So as of right now, I lost the 20% extra attack and the 30% damage decrease. I lost that. And you see a lot of these magnetic waves. The situation here, or the explanation here why I'm losing, is actually Doth performance, hero performance. His heroes perform slightly better, the proc chance, and that's why I'm getting so much obliviated right here in this battle report. So yeah, if we have a first look of this new army hero, I would say she is a good hero. I would say if you don't have Polik right now, yes, she is pretty interesting. She is pretty good. Of course, we have to mention also that regardless the PvE section, of course, she will perform way better than Polik. But in PvP so far, I'm not so quite convinced about this new army hero seeing these results. So what else should I mention in this battle animation? Of course, we have to take into consideration that Friday, this hero will be potentially adjusted again. Honestly speaking, her direct proc hit looks kind of pretty poor, to be honest. It's not even around 25%, honestly, and we expecting around 33%. Yes, sure, we saw one time in this battle report a spike in which she almost reached 50% proc rate. But yet again, we see this battle animation right here in which she literally proc only 2 times and she still achieved a very high damage output, but that was mainly because of the magnetic wave itself. So anyways, beautiful people, this is the first approach of this new hero. What I recommend as always is, of course, unlock her as of right now. So this is always a good idea to unlock the hero. Other than that, yeah, I will have to run some more tests. As of right now, I'm not super convinced about her performance, honestly speaking, versus Polik. So beautiful people, I hope this first approach of the new hero helps you a little bit. Don't forget to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe because I will do way more videos on this hero, that's for sure. And of course, Sunday, once I'm home, I'm gonna start the streaming marathon and we're gonna test this hero even more. So beautiful people, I wish you a fantastic day and don't forget to see me in the next episode.